Welcome to the Aslan Health Podcast, where science meets soul. I'm your host, Dr. Mike Hauman. In today's episode, we'll begin a brand new series focused on a very real, very misunderstood experience, that of panic attacks. If you've ever felt like your body is spiraling out of control, your chest tightens, your heart races, you can't breathe, and worst of all, you don't know why? Well, my friend, you're not alone. In today's episode, we'll start with the reveal, because we can't heal what we don't first see and understand.
Welcome to the Aslan Health Podcast, where science meets soul. Your host for this program is Dr. Mike Hauman, an experienced physician, a certified functional medicine provider, a certified insight coach practitioner, and a devoted follower of Jesus Christ. If you're tired of feeling stressed out, exhausted, overwhelmed, or stuck in survival mode, you're in the right place. So take a deep breath. Let's be transformed by the renewing of our minds. Here's Dr. Mike.
Let's begin this three-part series on panic attacks by revealing the details of panic. Let's begin with the definition. A panic attack is a sudden surge of feelings of overwhelming fear or anxiety, and accompanied with it physical distress. Oftentimes, this comes without a clear external cause. It might feel like you're having a heart attack or like you're losing control. Some people describe it as a sense of impending doom, like something terrible is about to happen. Your heart races, your chest tightens, your breathing becomes more rapid and shallow. You may feel dizzy or shaky, nauseated or numb. Sometimes you may even feel like you're outside of your own body. And the worst part, you may not even know what triggered it, and certainly not what to do to stop it. So let me say this clearly. A panic attack is not a character flaw. It's not a sign of personal or spiritual failure or weakness. It's your nervous system doing exactly what it was designed to do, just at the wrong time, in the wrong intensity, and for the wrong reason. It's your body's alarm system going off. It's a warning of potential danger. Kind of like a smoke alarm going off in your kitchen when your toast has been in the toaster for too long. A warning of fire when there's really no real fire. It's a false alarm. Let's look at this biologically for a moment. When your brain perceives danger, and this is a very important point, real or imagined, it activates the flight, fight, or freeze response. I'm sure you've heard of that. Now, this response is governed by your sympathetic nervous system. It's part of the autonomic nervous system. Think automatic. You don't control it. Your body, as a result of this, floods with stress hormones and chemicals like adrenaline and cortisol. Your heart beats faster to send blood to your muscles. Your breathing quickens to bring in more oxygen. Your senses heighten. You're prepared. Now, in a true emergency, this is life-saving. This emergency response system can save your life, just like that smoke alarm can really save your life. However, in a panic attack, the alarm system activates to protect and save you from potential harm, even when there is no true threat or true harm. Now, I love analogies. They help us comprehend concepts like this and others much more easily. So Here's one for you. Think of it like a car alarm. The alarm is designed to protect your vehicle. But if it's too sensitive, even a passing truck or a gust of wind can set off the alarm. That's kind of what happens in a panic attack. Your internal alarm system has become overly sensitive or sensitized. It's wired to protect you, but now it's misfiring in irrelevant everyday situations. This is not because you're weak. It's because your brain and your body have learned to anticipate potential danger and to be prepared to respond to that danger when it happens. Always ready, always prepared to keep you safe. Think of it like a better safe than sorry system, designed to keep you alive. This brings us back to a key concept from functional medicine, the one that we covered in the first trilogy of the Aslan Health podcast, one called allostatic load. Now, if you remember, allostatic load is the cumulative stress that your body carries from experiencing emotional strain, trauma, chronic inflammation, poor sleep, poor nutrition, infections, toxins, and so much more. If you recall from that episode, we described excessive allostatic load, kind of like carrying a backpack, and every stressor was a new rock. Eventually, unless dealt with, the rocks accumulate and then they become overwhelming. For some folks, this can tip the scale into panic. Now, in my clinical experience, I find that panic attacks are not random events at all, even though for many it seems that way. They're actually the body's cry for help. They're not isolated, out of nowhere, I didn't see that coming occurrences. They often arrive after long periods of coping, of striving, of pushing, or suppressing emotions. They come when the backpack, so to speak, is full and the individual is overwhelmed. Now, this can be from an accumulation of things like childhood trauma, chronic stress, hormonal imbalances, blood sugar instability, gut-brain axis dysfunction, excessive caffeine or stimulant use, sleep deprivation, neurotransmitter depletion, neurotransmitter imbalance, even infections or inflammation. The list is long. Some are triggers, but they all contribute. This is why the reveal component in today's episode is critically necessary. There is a deeper story beneath the surface. There is a root cause reason why. Something more than just a trigger. I want you to hear this from someone who cares deeply about your well-being. If you experience panic attacks, you are not losing your mind. You are not broken. You're simply experiencing the effects of an overloaded, over-alert system. One that is trying to keep you safe and alive. It is doing what it was designed to do. However, it's been activated for far too long. Fortunately, my friends, I bring you good news. If you suffer from panic attacks, you can turn off the alarms and recalibrate the system. You can reveal the underlying issues and triggers, and you can choose to reset the alarm and renew your system. Let me give you a mental picture to hold on to. I used to work in a very old hospital, St. Thomas Hospital in Akron, Ohio. It was the birthplace of Alcoholics Anonymous, by the way. Well, In that location, randomly and frequently, the old fire alarm system would blare throughout the building. Often I would be in the middle of a clinic session caring for patients, and out of nowhere it would blare. My initial reaction was, as you would expect, startle and then action. We gotta go. The building's on fire. But after months and then years of this, it just became background noise. The staff and then even the patients, we would just carry on, ignore it. We would ignore it, understanding that we were all safe and that there was no fire. It was just a misfiring alarm. It can be like that with you. Your panic alarm is triggered, it's blaring, your heart races, and you want to run. But then you realize there's no smoke. There's no fire. The alarm was triggered, but you are actually safe and not in danger. It's important to understand that your task isn't to destroy the alarm or to figure out how to turn it off. Your task is to learn how to recognize the triggers, to look at those rocks in your backpack, and then to recalibrate the alarm so it only alerts when you truly need it to. I want to help you adjust the sensitivity settings, so to speak, so that you can move from panic to peace. Let's also be honest about the emotional toll panic takes. Once you've had a panic attack, you start fearing the next one. Look for it right around the corner. And then you start to avoid situations. You isolate. You stop doing things that you used to enjoy. Your world gets smaller because fear is now in the driver's seat. Well, my friend, fear is a terrible driver. But fear does not get the final word. Not if you are a believer in Christ. 2 Timothy 1:7 reminds us, "For God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." Did you get that? A sound mind? Not a frantic one, not a frazzled one. A renewable, resilient, redeemed mind. In our next episode, Reset, we'll talk about how to do that. We'll explore what to do in the moment of panic, how to calm your nervous system, and how to begin healing the root causes of this condition. But for today, your only task is this: reveal your triggers, understand and name what's happening. Remove the shame and the fear. Give yourself the reason why. Because when we bring what's hidden into the light, healing can begin and fear will give way to freedom. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Well, if you'd like more details on this topic, particularly panic, feel free to look up my new book titled Panic to Peace. It's become an Amazon bestseller in the first 2 weeks it's been out. I trust that it will be helpful. I included the link in today's show notes. I've also included a copy of the panic log found in the first chapter of that book. It will help you reveal your panic triggers so that you can get a clearer understanding of the factors involved for you personally. As a final encouragement for today, hear the words God provided for His people Israel before they headed into battle. Deuteronomy 20, verses 3 and 4 says, "Hear, O Israel, today you are going into battle against your enemies. Do not be faint-hearted or afraid. Do not be terrified or give way to panic before them. For the Lord your God is the one who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies to give you victory. Remember, you are not alone in this. You are not beyond help. You are not beyond hope. And you are not designed to live a life controlled by panic. Next time, we reset. I'm looking forward to speaking with you then. This is Dr. Mike with the Aslan Health Podcast, serving him by serving you.